As Ukrainian officials come under pressure to accept a US-backed plan to end Russia's war, this cemetery in the western city of Lviv is filling up with those who died on the battlefield. The numbers are staggering, Oksana Ryamruk says. Her husband was killed in June. He's buried along with some 1,000 other soldiers in the Charkiv cemetery. Deputy Mayor Yevhen Boyko says only a handful of spaces remain as casualties mount from nearly 4 years of war. He says officials are looking to put a large cemetery outside the city as a solution. On Friday, the Kremlin said Russia has received what the US and Kyiv have called an updated and refined peace framework to end the war, saying it will be discussed next week. It comes after talks between US, European and Ukrainian officials who are trying to push back on a deal that would force Kyiv into painful concessions, such as giving up an eastern region it still partly controls, where Russian forces are advancing slowly. Some mothers, like Olya Kaczmarek, who lost her son on the battlefield, want officials to just accept the deal and end the war. Somehow, it all has to stop, she says.
Because the further they advance, the more they want. So our leaders have to somehow accept. I understand that my son fought there for that land and died, and now they just want to give it away. But so many children are dying for nothing, for nothing.
But a narrow majority of the country still rejects territorial concessions, despite the war dead numbering in tens of thousands, according to a recent poll by the Kyiv International Institute of Sociology. In a somber address last week, President Volodymyr Zelensky warned his country faced its most difficult moment yet, saying he would not betray Ukraine's interests by signing a bad deal. Antonina Rishko, who also lost her son in the war, is in that majority. What did my son die for, she says. No way. No giving up of our land.